I think that we just ran a normal Kickstarter campaign, a normal crowdfunding campaign. I think the only thing that was a bit different about ours is that if we were financed, that we were going to have a studio to lean back on. That even though we raised about 5.7 million on Kickstarter, that became effectively our budget for the movie. So in a lot of ways, it could not have been any more normal than anyone else's Kickstarter campaign. However, Warner Brothers went ahead and paid all of our fulfillment costs, which ran into the millions, sending out all the posters and the money for the DVDs, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know that I felt like ours was much different. The question that we never had to get to was, had we landed just at $2 million, would Warner Brothers have maybe helped us out a little bit more? Because thinking about that would have meant shooting the movie for right around 1.5 after fulfillment costs, and it would have been an Agatha Christie murder in a house. There would have been like 8 characters and we would have had one location. But we knew that was a possibility going in and would have been willing to shoot it as such. I had multiple ideas ready to go. I didn't start writing the screenplay until we were 3 or 4 days into the Kickstarter campaign, and I started to have an idea of where it might land. There were certain things that I knew I could just shrink. There is a brawl in the middle of the movie. If we had not gotten to 5 million, if we had gotten to 3 million, that brawl probably would have been lost to time. That's one of those things that you have to bring in stuntmen and it takes hours to shoot for a few seconds worth of film. The movie would have been much more talky. It would have had fewer locations. The thing that I think people will see when they see the Veronica Mars movie is that for being as low budget as it is, it has tremendous scope. We have 60 speaking characters, we have like 30 locations, we have set pieces with 100 extras, and what that meant is that we had to move incredibly fast. It meant that actors would get like 3 takes at a scene, and we would be shooting with like 2 camera angles for any given scene. So it might not have made for a real sort of performance actors movie, but they had been doing those characters for years, so they came in ready to play. It might have been a more stylish movie if I had limited it in scope, but being fan financed, I wanted to get to all those things that Veronica Mars fans wanted to see, and if we had to sacrifice a little bit on the stylishness end to have all, I guess, the goodies that we could jam into the movie, that's where we landed creatively.